Alright, we are back. Sorry about that, guys. Discord decided to just take a huge, massive dump on us. Had to restart the computer. Got back to working for both of us at the exact same time, so something, I'm assuming it was on Discord's side, something just did not go right. If it does happen again, we are not going to continue the stream, which kind of sucks because it's the first time in weeks that we've done this, but we work with what we got. All right, let's keep it going for with your favorite character, Ren. Don't go quiet on me. Don't tell me it happened again.
Fuck!
Yeah, there it is.
I'm this close to switching back to my game. Just 'cause.
Hey man, this doesn't have to be top quality. We're just here to have fun. I forgot that's how you start off talking with her. Gotta get in that proper mindset before you start reading the actual minds.
If Himiko says it's magic, then it's fucking magic. I'll use my Neo Hokkaido to obliterate any degenerate male who bullies Himiko.
But if we don't understand the magic trick, how can we possibly survive the trial? Alright, well, then your ultimate babysitter is just somewhere else entirely, so. So when did you exactly, like, cut out, exactly? Because I kept going for a little bit.
I was still in the thing, so you was checking, like, the top window.
Okay, yeah.
And that's when it started.
Okay. Yeah, top window, that's where the pool is, which where we knew. And
I read everything, so
yeah,
you're good.
Okay, cool. Let's talk to Gonta, our favorite caveman. Gonta couldn't save him. No, Gonta should have.
What happened?
Gonta, what's wrong? When piranhas attacked Ryoma, if Gonta had dived in tank, then Gonta helped Ryoma.
It's not Gonta.
But Gonta got scared. Too scared to do anything. I'm sorry, it's been a while, motherfucker.
It's just not caveman. Bad fish has killed her.
Sorry, Gonta, sorry. The man shouldn't apologize so easily. Even if you had jumped in, they just would have eaten you too. And from what I read in the Monokuma file, you couldn't have saved him anyway, Gonta. Really? It say that in Strange Bright Book.
Strange Bright Book?
You haven't even read the Monokuma file? No, Gonta no read. Gonta no know how. Gonta not smart enough to read.
Dumbass, what?
Oh, that's fucking wild. What are you talking about? If you got time to apologize, you've got time to read the file. If you think you can't help, then work till you can. That's what you can do. That's right, Gonta. You're a huge help. There's some information that only you know, after all. Information? Only Gonta know? During the show, you went up on the stage, right? There was about 20 seconds before the piranhas dropped, right? Yeah. Gonta worry about Himiko. Did you see inside the tank? Did you see Himiko or Ryoma? Gonta see no one in tank. Gonta surprised. Nah, you can't do that. We're still in the middle of the show. But if Gonta do nothing, Himiko get eaten by bad fish. Huh? When the piranhas were dropped and the curtains opened, Ryoma was in the tank, right? Yeah, that right. Then why did Ryoma get in there? You didn't see it happen? Gonta don't know. Everyone see Ryoma and Tank when piranhas drop in after that. Or sorry, bad fish drop in. Gonta should've watched Tank. Like I said, a man shouldn't apologize so easily. Yeah, right. But this is a problem. Now yeah, I'm even more stumped. Even if Himiko disappearing was a part of the Underwater Escape Act, how did Ryoma get into that tank? Was that part of Himiko's trick? I'm positive that the mystery will be an important point of this case. Truth bullet. Level up. Himiko. What?
I know this is very off topic.
Yeah.
But I finally thought of what to do with the gift you gave me.
Oh yeah?
So I was going to Steam, right? And I was going to go straight for it. And as I was about to do that, the first thing that popped on my screen was friendship with benefits. I'm like, what? Wait,
I guess there's worse games on Steam.
this isn't that supposed to be friendship with magic? Not this game. I was gonna go for the first Berserker Kaizen.
Friends with benefits. I miss those days.
Wow. I don't know what to say. You got it.
My magic was supposed to make everyone smile.
Oh shit.
I know you can't see
I
it.
was still contemplating.
I know you can't see it, but I was looking at your model.
Don't worry, everyone is smiling.
I don't think any of us can smile right now. Himiko, if it's alright, are you ready to talk about your underwater escape trick? We need to understand how your trick works if we're going to solve this mystery. There's no trick to my underwater escape act. It was magic. You're still saying that? Do you understand the situation we're in? No matter how much you guys threaten me, my answer won't change. It was magic. But
I'll protect you.
Okay, your time's up. The Q&A session is now over, you degenerate male. Unless you want to feel the full...
full what, Ren?
I'm just not prepared. Unless you want to feel the full volcanic wrath of my Neo Kaido.
I'm gonna be feeling some Volcano's wrath soon.
That's what caught me off guard. I saw volcano. I thought about your dumbass. I was like, oh no.
Actually, surprisingly, activity has died down, so they're wondering if it's gonna go off at all.
Premature.
Yeah, it was getting the activity was like really crazy to where it went from like because we have like threat levels and like colors, and it was like on orange to like most probably definitely going to go off, and then like red is like, oh yeah, it's going off today. Man, this guard is more strict than the security at idol events. All I wanted to do was just smell her hand. Hang on, I'm having problems. Great. I'm losing frames on my fucking stream now for some fucking reason.
That's not good.
No, it is not. And I'm worried if we do the Discord again, it's gonna break. All right, let's keep it going. See if it won't fix itself.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Can we go now? No. All right. Kibo. Although there are many unknown variables, the first thing we need to make clear is, when was Ryoma murdered? Well, in the middle of the show, obviously. The culprit knew how Himiko's trick worked, and took advantage of it to kill Ryoma. In other words, everyone watching the show isn't sus. Kaito, you didn't attend the show either, did you? No, but I'm still not sus. I forgot, I promised, so I was just eating breakfast. You got it? I'm not sus! He's kind of a sussy bako. I do not understand how that explanation is supposed to convince me. Kibo does have a point. Are we just gonna talk to everybody? Fuck it, let's go down the line. Kokichi! I'm glad Himiko made this game more difficult. Now I won't be nearly as bored. Time to get to work. Time to work hard to solve this mystery. Get ready, culprit, cause here I come. Alright. If Himiko doesn't tell us how the trick works, we won't know how Ryoma was killed, right? But with the way she is, how do we convince her? Oh, what if Ryoma was a former apprentice of Himiko's master and vowed revenge on him? And he murdered a look-alike of himself in order to sabotage her show? Or something like that. It's happened before, probably. Very helpful.
Very.
Hey! Flemwad! There's something I need you to tell me. That's not a very polite way to ask someone for something, but it gets me off. It's got nothing to do with the incident, but I heard Gonta captured you guys last night. The hell was that all about? I was running around, so I got no clue what happened. Oh yeah, tell me too. I was also running, so I still don't know what went on. How did Mayu escape from Gonta? She's not strong enough to fight him. Chop chop, you slimy shit! Well, I suppose, if you want to call me that, I can tell you. You could say that Gonta was tricked into kidnapping us. The first ones to get captured were Kibo, Kiyo, Sugami, Tenko, and I. Himiko and Angie were brought in later. From the gym, right? Exactly. And Kokichi left the room after around 9 p.m. So they must have been brought in about 5 minutes before that. We were all forced to participate in Gonta's insect meet and greet. We were freed about an hour into nighttime around 11 p.m. So from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., everyone there had an alibi. And then those people without an alibi are me, Kurumi, Maki, and Ryoma, making Kaito even more sus. I see you've learned what an alibi is, thanks to the previous incident. But what the fuck is this insect meet and greet bullshit? By the way, Miyu, I forgot her name. I'm sorry. How were you able to get away from Gonta? Well, I had to use my secret woman weapon. Brother! Brother! And let's just leave it at that. He's big everywhere, Shuichi. He really is a wild man. Secret woman weapon.
Wait.
Now, hey, what's a secret woman weapon? Is she trying to laugh it off? Shuichi, let's just leave her be. Listening to her will just tire you out. You're probably right. Perhaps it's better to get the truth out of her at the last trial. Insect meet and greet. So her and Gonta were fucking? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what I'm hearing.
Cavemen babies, anyone?
We want snooze.
Snoo snoo!
Snooze.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right. We need to ask Angie about the stage. Hey, Angie, I wanted to ask you some questions about the stage. Yep, I was in charge of all of the art. I even built and painted the stage. Do you know anything about Himiko's trick, how it worked, perhaps? I don't know the trick. Himiko only said it was magic. I just assumed it was a magic of the Haktua. I see. I suppose she didn't tell Angie the secret either. By the way, you asked other people to help you with preparations, right? We started the prep work yesterday. Lots of people helped out. Like when we were moving the heavy tank and the stairs from Himiko's research lab. Me and Kibo helped with that. The tank had a pulley, but because it was so huge, it was still a lot of work. And I asked Kurumi to sew the curtains, because I hate sewing. So basically, it's all thanks to Haktua that show was a success. Have you seen that one TikTok where there's this Native American dude in the video, and a white guy comes up to him, he's like, what is my Indian name, you know, or my native name, whatever he says. And he goes, ah, yes, I can hear it. The birds are singing it. The trees are saying it with the wind. Your native name is Hawk. Haktua.
Fucking stupid.
No, it's because of all of us. Was it really a success, though? By the way, were the piranhas your idea? On its own, the Underwater Escape Act is no different from a normal magic show. I thought it would make the show more exciting and divine if we used piranhas. That's what Haktua told me. She talks to me all the time, in multiple different voices in my head.
I just love that she gave us the soft, booming voice of, spooky.
Right now, she's telling me to spit on that thing. I'm not gonna pause for that one. So Haktua gives you that kind of advice too, does she? And about the piranha tank and the timer, those were from Himiko's lab, correct?
Of course.
Yep. According to the piranha tank's manual, it's synced up with the timer. When the timer goes off, the bottom of the piranha tank will open automatically. I see. That means the most of the equipment came from Himiko's lab. And right when we finished the prep work, we're about to take a break, Gonta captured us, so we couldn't rehearse at all. When Gonta let us go, it was already nighttime, so we couldn't go back to the gym. Oh yeah, you can't enter the gym at nighttime. So we decided to come to the gym today, before the morning announcement. Himiko and I were waiting for the gym to open. Oh, I was so relieved the set was intact. So no one could have snuck into the gym before those two got there. What's up, Shuichi? Are you worried because of this confusing incident? Don't worry, it'll be fine. What? Haktua has spoken. You have nothing to worry about, because Haktua says it's okay. Nothing to worry about. Nothing can escape Haktua's sight, or her spit. Not even the culprit. Haktua is truly a divine force to be reckoned with. And she is starting to sound more and more creepy. Oh, can't forget about Kurumi.
Hey,
You were helping set up the show, right, Kurumi? Did you hear anything about the trick?
I do not agree.
No, I did not hear a word. Furthermore, my help consisted of sewing the banner and curtains, so I do not know the details of her trick. I see. Kaito, buddy, we gotta talk to you. My first command to my new sidekick is the same command as the other one. I never would have imagined such a cruel murder happen in such a fun show. Why did the culprit commit such a barbaric act? Did they wish to see us perish?
no.
I don't think that was the sole motivation. There was some other reason for it, and that reason must be related to Himiko's magic show somehow.
So that means the culprit knew of Himiko's trick and made use of it, yes?
If that's true, did Himiko tell someone? Someone who thinks the trick is actual magic?
Since the shell was used, we must investigate the trick as well.
Kyo murmured almost to himself, then walked to the back of the stage. Is there anything to investigate backstage? Let's follow him. We should investigate the entire area anyway. Huh? Did you say D's nuts?
No.
You liar. We follow Kyo backstage. Oh, there is more back here. This is a pretty long rope.
Can we talk about who fucking modeled this rope? That is solid 3D, 2D?
Dude, you know there's a new Bleach game that came out recently?
I played it, and it's okay.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it's great.
No, it is good enough to be enjoyed, but it is definitely like I would not say it is a great game. So it is definitely just if you like Bleach, this game is good. If you don't like Bleach, this game is going to suck ass. But my point is I bring it up because you brought up model. I'm playing the story mode, and we got to the Soul Society arc. You know how Yoririchi turns into a cat?
Yeah.
That model for the cat looks like it is unfinished, like it belongs in a different game. It's fucking wild. Like, I hate looking at that fucking cat. That game in general just looks bad. It looks like it's a PlayStation 3 game, I'm not gonna lie. And the only display settings to, like, fix it is whether or not if you want motion blur on. That's it. No brightness settings, gamma settings, nothing else. Just, you want motion blur? This is a pretty long rope. What was this used for? I don't even use this much rope when mommy ties me up.
Its estimate is roughly 60 feet in length, 65 feet in length.
Damn it, it couldn't be 69. You're slacking, game. You can tell just by looking at it?
I am well
This one here.
versed in ropes. I once visited a village where their use was a commonplace. When it was time for me to leave, the women of the village all begged me to stay.
I find that deeply disturbing, but I have to focus on this investigation. All the women begged him to stay. What was he doing? Anyway, what is this rope? Could this be related to the case? What? There's a puddle behind the staircase. This isn't a puddle from when we broke the tank. The floor around it is completely dry. Perhaps someone who was wet was here doing something.
You gonna rephrase that or like?
It's exactly what it is, man.
Developers?
Changing wet clothes? How would you get from the water tank to the space behind the staircase? This may be a vital clue for understanding the underwater escape trick. The staircase goes up to the top of the stage. Inspecting it closely, I can see that some places on the side are wet. I've only ever done it on staircases once, and it was completely uncomfortable.
I've done it. You get used to the angles.
I just feel like there's not enough like space, you know, and especially doing it
on stairs feel is like doing it on what you call it, bleachers. That's how it feels to me.
Yeah, that's some amateur shit. You go under the bleachers.
No, I think I told you this story before.
I don't think you have, actually.
So what happens, right, is that when I used to date back in Tennessee, right,
Right.
in the bleachers.
Whoa, man, doxing yourself.
Well, not in the bleachers. On the bleachers, my girlfriend, well, not my girlfriend, present benefit, to be honest. She decided to sit on my lap during the football game.
Mm-hmm.
And what I didn't, and decided to slide me in. Granted, we was closely by ourselves on the top section, so no one was gonna be able to look behind us and see anything. But then I forgot that the school has a goddamn kiss cam.
Ah! There is no way this is real.
No, this is real. We got caught by the school.
I'm gonna need you to send me the school's name. I need to see this southern state school that has a kiss cam.
It was for the whole team in the gym, so it had a little cam section. It's oh my god.
Wait, so this was a football game happening inside a gym? What is happening?
So it was what was it called? Rugby something, dude?
So this wasn't a football game.
Rugby. It was a football game, but it was in the gym.
I don't think that's a good way to play football.
It's not my school. I can't say anything.
Fair enough. I'll do you one better. I fingered this one girl in history class in high school.
These are
And
would top it. But then that's gonna expose me for sure. I know that some person who's from the same state, the same school, is gonna see that was me. Because it's not one person.
Funny enough, I don't tell a lot of people that I know in real life, or just people I converse with, in the past, that I stream. I just kind of want people to find me naturally and want to follow me because they actually enjoy my content, not because they actually just want to support me because they know me.
Fair.
Yeah. That might have something to do with the puddle next to it. Why does this wall look like it's not supposed to be here?
Right?
What the fuck?
Is it not clickable? Or
No, it's not.
that seems very out of place.
There's nothing strange about it from behind, other than the large size. It's a normal tank.
Isn't that a button?
All sides of the tank seems to be made of the special type of glass. I see no hidden doors. Very mysterious. How, I wonder, did Himiko escape from the tank?
Well, if we figure it out easily, it wouldn't be a magic trick.
I believe as we figure out the route Himiko took, we will discover how Ryoma got in there.
That is true. There is a high probability that they used the same route to reveal how Ryoma got into the tank. I need to reveal how Himiko managed to get out of it. I've investigated just about everything to do with the stage, but I still don't know how the trick was performed. Hey, how long are you going to investigate here? We still gotta find the culprit, you know? Come on, let's go. Wait! Kaito! I believe we've investigated everything we need to for now. Well, our investigation's over now, so who's the culprit? They can't say that for certain yet. There are other places I need to investigate. What? You still don't know? I never thought the detective work would be such work. What? You're telling me I have to work at my job? What kind of third world country is this? So, where else do we gotta investigate? First, the pool next to the gym. They're connected by the window above the stage, so that needs to be looked at. After that, I want to go to Ryoma's room and find out which motive video he had. Then, I want to investigate the Ultimate Tennis Pros lab. I've just deduced that the handcuffs were found in the water tank probably came from there, and definitely not my nightstand. Is that everything? Last of all, to the Ultimate Magician's lab. I want to know more about Himiko's trick. If we go there, I'm sure there'll be some kind of clue. So we still got a lot to do then, huh? Good luck, Shuichi. After all, it's gonna be you doing all the heavy lifting here. Right. What do you mean, right? Are you saying I'm useless? Is there a right way to respond to that?
Is there a wrong way to respond to that?
That's fair.
Is there a way at all?
I know Shuichi said that he wanted to go to the pool, but I'm more curious about what's in his room.
That is fair.
Yeet. Like, I gotta see this motive video, because we saw Kaito's motive video. It was his, like, grandparents in front of a space station while he was wearing an astronaut suit. Yeah, the Metal Gears. Alright, Ryoma. There you are. Oh, are these separated by gender? They are. I didn't notice that. Wow, room's pretty basic. This is Ryoma's room, huh? So where's this video? I don't see it sitting out anywhere. Maybe he put it on his bookcase? Kaito opened all the drawers one by one, checking each of them. That's weird. I can't find it anywhere. I see. So we can't find it. That's alright. That's a clue in itself. What do you mean? You see, if we suppose the motive for the crime was the video, there's a high possibility that Ryoma had the culprit's motive video. If their motive video was left at the scene, they would be immediately sussed. There's no reason the culprit would leave behind that kind of incriminating evidence. That's true. In the video, it's not in the room, which means... So it's just like we thought. That video was the motive. Yes. That's the best explanation I can think of. Alright, that's what I expect from my top sidekick. Kaito-sama, you have more than one? Yeah, that. Which coincidentally ended up being my thumbnail for the last stream that we did of this on my VOD channel.
Shuichi.
What's the matter, Shuichi? Nothing. By the way, I was thinking. Maybe we should have all watched those motive videos after all. What? They showed the most important people to us, right?
That's right.
So maybe we should have watched them. Without looking away from the truth.
I mean,
At the time, I agreed with Kibo, but after thinking about it, I changed my mind.
that's right.
And if we were worried about watching them alone, we could have just watched them together. Watch them together?
Got it.
Yeah, we should have gathered together and watched all the videos. Share everybody's motives. Even if it's something you can't bear by yourself, it'd be possible with everyone. That's what cooperation is, right? I don't actually know the definition. That's what Kokichi was trying to do. Huh?
Hey,
Kokichi was trying to get us to participate in a motive video viewing party of sorts. That's why he forced us into the same room. Do you think that was his way of cooperating? Do you think the same way? No. If that's what he wanted, he could have just asked. That's what a normal person would have done, but the thing he's not normal.
that's right.
Maybe he did want us to cooperate, but there's no way to know for sure. He'd never tell us. That's true. It's impossible to know what Kokichi is thinking. The only clue we get to what's going on in his brain is the opposite of whatever he actually says. But I suppose he could have been acting in our favor for once. Check the closet. Just in case. When I opened the closet, I discovered several identical sets of clothes just like Ryoma wore. Just like my room. Yeah, my closet's like this too. It's packed with nothing but my uniforms. Really? It must be the same for everyone. There's no Cubs pad here, so the culprit must have taken it. We still gonna check, man. We have nook and cranny this shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's a normal bed. It looks like the one in my room. I don't see the Cubs pad here. Nothing else out of the ordinary either. Alright, cool. Let's go. Ego, what's good? To the pool!
I don't know why I never do this with you. I should.
Do what?
Share chat. I don't know why I never do that with you.
To be fair, I have to use Chrome to do it, so it eats up a lot of memory.
Usually what I do is that I'll open up Chrome, do the share chat, and then close it.
Doesn't that take you out, though?
I don't think so.
Imagine...
Like minimize.
Minimizing still means it's active in the background, it's just not being viewed. Anyway, imagine if Monokuma made it a rule to where you had to be in a bathing suit every time you came to the pool.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like Gunther and Astronaut will wear a speedo.
Probably. This doesn't look like this doesn't look like a normal school pool. More like a pool at a resort.
Wait, no. I take that back. Astronaut will wear a men's cloth because it's not manly enough for him to wear a speedo.
You're talking like one of those like Japanese like men's cloth, like, you know, where they have it like wrapped up their butt and then like flat out in front of them.
Yes, definitely that. There's no way he's not wearing that. It's not manly enough. I need to wear only a loincloth. You feel me, right, Gunter? It's not gentleman enough for me to wear speedo.
Dude, speaking of like swimsuits, so my Lady Tragedy has bugged me for years about why my skin is always like so red, like on my arms and shit. And I never thought it was a problem because I've been like this since I was a kid. And now that I have health insurance, I'm able to see all kinds of specialists with barely minimal charge to me. So I went to go see a dermatologist so she would finally leave me alone about it. And it turns out I am fine, by the way. Let me just put out that. But apparently the reason why my skin is so red is because I always got sunburns as a child.
Ah.
Yeah. My doctor even found the cutoff line to all the redness on my arm. It was just like, yeah, that's the classic sign that you just got sunburned a lot as a child. And I was like, oh, cool. Nice information. And it was like, anything else? And my doctor's like, yeah, the only downside of all this is like, as long like we can't actually treat it just because like you're not itching, you're not burning, there's no pain, nothing. That's the parts we actually treat. The skin just being red, we don't treat. But the caveat to all this is that when I'm in my 40s, 50s, or 60s, I have to be on extra lookout duty for skin cancer because that's it can make you more susceptible to it. So.
The more you know.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, crazy. But I knew I was okay. So, at least until I'm 40.
She didn't think so.
Well, to be fair, like, it has its good days. Like, some days my arms are, like, really pale. And then there are other days where it's just, like, really red for, like, no reason. So. But anyway. The pool is deep, but it isn't filled up all the way. Still, plenty of water to swim in. The water level hasn't changed, but I can see something floating in it. Get in the pool! There's an inner tube floating in the pool. It looks like a big, sturdy rubber one. Let me guess. Some idiots didn't clean up after themselves. Ah! Fuck! So that's what that feels like, Ren.
What do you mean? What? What? Explain yourself.
No, don't look at us. I don't like water. I prefer juice. We get heavier when our cotton absorbs the water. It makes losing weight a nightmare. I want to play in the water with everyone. It sounds fun. You know, Monodom, might be on to something. I kind of want to go in the pool now. Yeah, who cares about losing weight?
You stupid.
Idiots. We're not here to play. We're here to smack these bastards into the pits of hell. We're the Monocubs, the meanest, nastiest, cruelest mascots around.
Dumbass.
If you don't get it, I'll throw y'all into the pool myself. Please don't. Monosuke, please stop. Can't we all just get along?
Just like how you did to your brother?
Yeah, I got along with his brother really well. You saying that if we don't get along, I'll end up like Mono Kid?
Oh!
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh! Oh! Shit got real!
That's wild. I now know how I'm going to respond if anyone ever asks me if I'm going to murder them. I'm just going to stay silent.
So, first of all, I want to point out 3 things.
Yeah.
First thing,
Yeah.
I prefer milk. Second thing,
Of course. There it is.
Second thing,
Knew you were going to
y'all
plug
have
that.
fur? I thought y'all was machines.
They said cotton, not fur.
Still, y'all made it from cotton? I thought y'all was machines.
You ever have a stuffed animal that has like electronic parts in it? It's surrounded by cotton. It's not all just stuff. It's not all just electronic.
Oh, and
Yeah.
second of all, wouldn't Monorobo would be the first one to be electrocuted? Is he waterproof?
That's a good question. So then, it was one of us that put the inner tube there, not the Monocubs. Well, it doesn't matter. The inner tube probably isn't related to the case. Isn't related to the case? If it weren't just playing around, then why is there a rope tied to it? What could that be for? That is intriguing. Huh? There's something else floating in the pool. It looks like a little piece of fabric.
Someone lost their shorts already.
It's just trash, right? Nothing to be worried. Kaito's getting sus, man. He keeps disregarding,
Right?
like...
You're making it worse.
Yeah. Nothing to be worried about. We're looking for the culprit. We don't have time to pick up trash. No, yes, but... Perhaps it's just my intuition, but it does bother me. I should learn to trust it sometimes. My intuition as the ultimate detective.
Your intuition is pointed at Kaito.
Yeah.
Like, he has the biggest motive to kill anyone. he knows that Ryoma wanted to die.
You can see the gym's window over there. That's the window we investigated from on top of the stage in the gym. I mean, it's pretty high up. You wouldn't be able to reach it with just a ladder. I agree. The ladder only barely reached the window, and it was on the stage. If that's the case, then it might have been hard for someone to have gone through there. Yeah, you might be right.
I really feel like there's a hidden door amidst that wall. Because, like I said, you pointed it out. The part of the wall was a different shade entirely.
Oh, probably should have read that.
What the fuck? You kind of whipped through it? What the hell? You boomerang?
I thought it was nothing, but like I should have trusted my intuition. I think there are still things to investigate here. Some pool rules are posted here. There's one that I find peculiar. There are also some specifications written here. The pool is 82 feet in length and 39 feet wide. The pool is 13 feet on each end, and the left and right sides are 8 feet each. There's something bothering me about the pool rules. They say, "Oh no! No jumping into the pool, especially at nighttime!" Where'd you come from? I mean, jumping itself is fine. If you want to jump in front of a car or train, that's on you. He is spitting facts. But the pool is off limits at nighttime, see? No swimming at nighttime. That would be a violation, right? If anyone violates a school regulation, a campus-wide siren will blare. And then that person will be ripped apart by the metal gears. You'd go that far? Well, so far the siren hasn't gone off, so no one's needed to be ripped apart. Yet.
Wow.
What?
Just wow. Just. I'm still thinking about the pool sign. And I'm like, how many inches is left if these inches wasn't here?
Since
I was like, what is this, a math question?
Since that's the case, can we assume no one was in the gym or pool at that nighttime? Well, at the very least, no one alive. Alright.
He said no one jumped in the pool. He said no one could be in the pool during nighttime. He never said no one could be in the pool room at nighttime.
No swimming at nighttime. That just might play into the case. But we know that Ryoma was drowned. It's not a coincidence that the window's open and that there are marks on the scuffs on the window seal. And this is right next to the pool room where there's another body of water. So
Isn't there
like the only time you'd be able to do it and wasn't at nighttime. So we know
in the morning time.
So we know Ryoma wasn't dead at night, or he died somewhere else other than here at nighttime.
But yeah, that's what I was talking about. That window right there. To the top right.
This building is the school building. That must mean that the window goes somewhere. Most of the windows are blocked off, but that one looks normal. What room has that window? That's a point of interest. Well, I'll have to figure that one out.
Yeah, because like, what if he was like pushed in? You know?
Either way, the cause of death was drowning, so... It's a large diving board. It looks like something you find at a resort. Nothing about it has changed.
What I'm saying is, like, have you ever belly flopped into a pool at a high height?
Yeah, it hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it hurts like a motherfucker, but like they said before, water is like concrete if you fall in that way. So if he fell in that way, he could went unconscious and then drown.
My only problem with that is, like,
with
that...
And that height would do it.
The only time, like, you can't be in here at, like, nighttime, so that means, like, either the time of death was just now, so that's why the siren alarm didn't go off, and, like, getting pushed is not drowning, is not jumping into the pool, so that would be the only way that the siren alarms would go off, meaning that...
Ooh. You mean the loophole?
Yep, we know from the previous game there are loopholes to these. Thanks to we figured that out with Nagito.
For that detective work right now.
Yes, sir. This is the pool's equipment shed. I'll take a look inside just in case. Huh? Is that
a pump?
An electric air pump? I see. You could easily fill a large inner tube with this. There doesn't seem to be anything else worth inspecting. Hey, Shuichi, does this pool really have anything to do with the case? We got all psyched up about it, but it doesn't seem like there were any clues here. Well, that inner tube is still bothering me. I don't know what it tells us, but I feel like it's related to this case. If that inner tube is related to the case, the culprit is pretty careless. If it was related to the case, why didn't they clean it up? Just leaving it sitting out like that, don't you think that's straight up careless? Even if they wanted to put it away, they couldn't. There's no pole or anything around here that you could use to get in the inner tube. Get the inner tube.
Remember,
The water level is so low you couldn't grab the tube even if you did manage to bring it closer.
but you know,
Then why not just jump in and fish it out by hand? It looks like my internet fixed itself, by the way.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. They couldn't get in the water. Couldn't get into the water. Yes, I suppose you could think of it that way.
Wait, what if this was just an accident?
Possible.
Like maybe there was art where he actually pushed Ryoma in, and then he threw the inner tube in to try to save him, but he was unconscious. So because he drowned because of the impact of the pool, he decided to throw the body inside of Piranhas to make it look like a death instead of an accident.
Probably.
I'm big brain the fuck out of this right now.
It's possible. The first murder in Danganronpa 2 was basically an accident. He was trying to stop Nagito from killing other people and ended up killing someone himself.
Yeah.
Well, we can't stay here forever, right? Let's go check out the other places. There's no time to waste, isn't that right, Psychic? Yeah,
You are
sure.
the worst.
Yeah.
You are so fucking shady.
He is,
Yo,
though.
if we find if he is the culprit, I want to sub right now for my how correct I am.
Alright, so we need to investigate magical room and tennis room.
And his room.
It's not on the list. I want it to be on the list, but
What, the tennis room?
no,
Or his
Kaito's
actual.
Kaito. Well, we already visited Hiyoshi's room, or Ryoma.
I mean, I think we could just visit Kaito's room if we wanted to.
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
think we need a list to go to it.
So this is Himiko's research lab. What were we going to investigate again? The trick that Himiko used in her magic show. I need to figure out how it worked. Well, you say that, but if it was real magic with no tricks or mechanisms, well, that would be a problem. But it's not just about the trick. I need to ask that guy some questions. Why didn't we do that at the gym?
You're not gonna get any answers.
Hey,
I don't think he
Shuichi!
was there.
At the gym, he was. Did you want to ask me something?
okay.
I'll tell you anything you want to know. You are my favorite, after all. When he says that, it sounds like he means
What?
the opposite. It makes me nervous. I've never been someone's favorite before.
I thought the place was on
Why?
fire.
Why is everything on fire when I stream with you? I lost my joke.
Did you see in the background?
I lost-
You would have thought it too.
I lost my joke. Fuck you. I do actually. It's about when we were
Got him, boy.
kidnapped by Gonta yesterday. You snuck into our rooms to steal our motive videos, right? But is that all you were doing? You came back pretty late. I see. You want to know my alibi for nighttime yesterday. That's a good question to ask. The gym is off limits during nighttime, so Ryoma was probably killed before or after, which makes nighttime yesterday so sus, since everyone was doing their own thing. And what were you doing then? It'd be easier if I just explained step by step what happened while I was out last night. After you regained consciousness, Gonta brought Himiko and Angie. There was about 5 minutes before 9 p.m. Right after that, I left Gonta's lab and headed towards the dorms. I thought I'd be back in an hour at the start of nighttime, but something happened. Something happened? Right. When I got to the entrance hall, Kurumi spotted me. That was right after I left Gonta's lab, so it was right at around 9 p.m. She started throwing questions at me left and right, asking if I was up to no good. Then she started criticizing my behavior and lecturing me on my manners and relationships. Can you believe that? I mean, who does she think she is? My mom or something? I killed my last mom. Didn't you ask Kurumi to be your mom earlier? Oh, Jesus.
Wait, did
I don't remember. It's been so long since I played this game. She just kept talking, then Then finally let me go at 10 p.m. when nighttime rolled around. A whole hour? Well, only the first half hour was a lecture. Then we played tag for the other half. She was starting to bore me, so I turned around to leave, and then...
Please wait.
Stop right there. Our conversation is not over yet. I don't gotta listen to you. You're not worthy of lecturing the ultimate supreme leader. Come on, Miss Maid. Catch me if you can. Is that a request?
Oh shit.
Is that a request is wild? And then, I guess Kurumi decided to take tags super seriously. I tried my best, but in the end, she caught me a little bit before 10 p.m. Then she started lecturing me again and let me go when nighttime started. So, do your alibis still hold up even when she was chasing you around? We ran into each other a bunch of times, so yeah, they should hold up. Then from 9 p.m. until nighttime, both Kokichi and Kurumi have alibis. After Kurumi let me go, I finally went to the dorms and collected everyone's videos. But by that time I returned to Gonta's lab, it was already 11 p.m. Then from 10 to 11, he doesn't have an alibi. Oh yeah, I did see something odd while Kurumi was lecturing me. Something odd? I saw a half-naked girl wandering around the courtyard in her underwear. Where? Where? Who?
That had to be the ultimate.
It should have been me, not him. Me.
I can't think of anyone else.
It was too dark for me to make out who it was, but I saw her walk around for a bit. I wonder who it was. A girl in her underwear. What the hell is he talking about? I wish I could see a girl in her underwear.
By the way,
I wish I had a chance to see Mommy's underwear. I only got a peep into when she was on that ladder.
I bet she has musical notes on her underwear. I wanted every chance to make Mommy sing, but I never got one.
Is that Beethoven number 5?
Yo, I forgot her name because we just keep referring to her as Mommy, but yeah, you know she would be the type of chick to get some like musical notes tattooed on somewhere or some lyrics on somewhere on her body.
So is there a cleft note right here?
By the way, you didn't get captured.
We're going to jail.
Well, you are. Anyway, by the way, you didn't get captured by Gonta yesterday, did you, Kaito? Where were you, and what were you doing? And I was running around the whole time. I hid in bathrooms, bedrooms, all over the school. I see. More, you are, this is not good, Kaito. This does not look good for you.
It works. I guess the thing to investigate is that tank over to the left.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do everything anyway. This is a big cage. I might fit inside this. I would have loved if Mommy put me in a cage like this. This has nothing to do with the case. Gotta get focused. There are several swords stabbed into a human-sized box. But if there were a person inside, they would have come out just fine. That's the trick, I think. This has nothing to do with the case. Yeah, okay, we're just not...
I feel like it's gonna be a running thing of this has nothing to do with the kids.
Yeah, we're just gonna... A huge water tank. It looks like the one that was used in Himiko's show. It looks like the same tank Himiko used in the show. I guess this one was a backup. That's what Himiko told me and Kibo when we carried the tank out of here. And perhaps if we investigate this tank, we can learn the secret of the trick.
Wait, y'all carried it?
Yeah, trust me.
Dude, that's pretty heavy.
Without Gonta, yeah. Encouraged, I began walking around the tank. I was looking for anything that could be a switch or mechanism. What's this? There's a segment of the tank near the top that opens up, but why open up there? No, wait, perhaps it isn't random. This segment had to open up here.
That would explain the water on the stairs.
Cool, that was everything. Alright. Tennis room.
I kind of wanted you to talk to the anime girls again to see if we get any references.
Oh, I see you. I see you.
I want to know what reference she will pull up this time.
If any.
It's like playing a guessing game of anime with her.
What are you doing here, Sugami? Well, I'm investigating. I know I'm playing, but it's plain to see I'm investigating. Bruh. Is that so? So did you find any clues? I'm still thinking about that. I don't think you can uncover clues just by thinking about them. No, in fact, I still haven't found anything. Then get to it. Looking around is how you find clues. But I think leaving that guy alone is just plain bad. Sugami gave Kokichi a meaningful glance. So I've decided to plainly keep an eye on him. That way, even plain old me can help out. Why do I feel like that's a reference in itself? Like, she kept saying plain.
It's a reference. It's a reference to Sailor Moon.
Are you serious?
When she was trying to stay hidden. When Sailor Moon was trying to stay hidden from her classmates, she kept knowing herself as plain.
Wow. That's crazy.
I'm just a normal girl in a normal world.
Alright, now we gotta find homie's theme above. I have no idea where it's at. Oh my god! Are you serious? The cheapest viewers you can buy and banned.
The cheapest viewers is none. Goodbye.
I can't ban him for some reason.
Oh no, he's immune to your ban.
There we go, banned. I like how it popped up. It was like possible ban evader. I was like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I figured it out. Oh right, we have a map. We can teleport there. Hang on.
What a detective. This also, hold on, I could be wrong. This also could be a reference to Detective Conan. Because he also considered himself as a plain child when he's around with the detective that is his
There we go. Found it.
So that could be that too. I could be wrong. God, she's making me think now.
The Ultimate Tennis Pros lab. If I'm right, then the handcuffs that were found in the tank came from here. And if the handcuffs came from here, that means the culprit was here as well.
There's a lot of shit happening in the background.
Yep. And they may have left a trace of evidence. This room is a little different from when we were here before. It feels off.
What's the matter? No.
Nothing. Anyway, let's figure out the handcuffs. We should take care of that problem first. To the shower room.
What?
Yo! What the fuck?
Wow, there's prison bars in the showers?
Just his shower. This is wild.
Don't drop soap.
For real. This is the first time I've been in here.
Wait! Is that the window?
Ooh, well, I guess we'll find out. It's a shower room, but it feels less like the Ultimate Tennis Pros. And more like the Ultimate Prisoner's Lab.
Hey, so
Do you think it was made that way on purpose? Did they remodel the shower just for that? Yeah, I think I did. I think they did. It's the only way he could comfortably shower. He needed the threat of dropping the soap. Soap.
Soap? What?
Jeez,
Are we good?
Monokuma's got bad taste. Well, we already knew that.
You don't think he slipped out the window?
Bruh. This window has no vines or barbed wire or bars blocking it. Could it be? There was that one
Let's go!
window I could see from the pool area. You're telling me he got to shower and look at people in the pool? That's wild. Anyway,
That's kind of prison.
yeah. This
He
might
just after a shower, he just comes to the window. It's like, damn.
this might be it. I'm going to open it and check.
God. Damn.
This is definitely it.
The window you can see from the pool is the window to Ryoma's lab. Third floor is high up, but if they aimed well, they could reach the pool. But Monokuma said you can't go in the pool at nighttime, right?
If anyone violates a school regulation, a campus-wide siren will blare. And then that person will be ripped apart by the metal gears. You'd go that far? Well, so far the siren hasn't got off, so no one's needed to be ripped apart. Yet. Because that hasn't happened yet, can we assume that no one was in the gym or pool at nighttime? Well, at the very least, no one alive.
That had to be the hint.
Why'd he say no one alive?
Is that alright?
I believe he was hinting that a dead person wouldn't be considered to be breaking the rules. Which means it is possible that a dead body was in the gym or the pool at nighttime. So there's a chance Ryoma was carried to the gym after he was killed. But there's no point carrying his body there if you can't even get in. I don't know if it's safe to say there was no point. Wait a sec, what's this?
Hey, so
Look, there's weird scratches on the window frame. Yeah, it's as if something scraped against it. These marks are similar to the ones that were on the gym window's frame. I'm positive these marks aren't the result of opening and closing the window normally. This window frame is sturdy as well. This gym's window frame was the same way. It looks like it would hold even with a lot of weight on it.
Shuichi,
Now you understand, right, Shuichi? What?
got it.
How amazing I am to have noticed such a super ultra important clue.
Kaito Momoto.
It's all in a day's work for Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars.
That's the only thing you did.
I mean, I found a pretty important clue too, but I won't say that. I don't need the credit for anything. There they are. The handcuffs. Look, Kaito, handcuffs hanging on the wall. No,
Why would you do them in the shower?
right? They look like the ones in the tank. Or wait, are they the same?
Because,
I think so. Here, look.
remember,
See, one empty hook. The handcuffs we found must have hung there. That means the culprit was definitely here.
Wait, but why is one of the nails bent?
No idea. This is a pretty big stone sink. You could fill it up with a lot of water. What's this? Scratches on the stone. Like something was scraped against it. Was he drowned in here?
But then why would he be in the pool? Why go that far? This is the most complicated kill yet.
Yeah, it always is. You're right. What made them? These scratch marks are clearly not natural. They must have been made by some kind of metal. That is interesting.
What if he was trying to break the handcuffs with the zinc?
Maybe. We came here to confirm my suspicion about the handcuffs found in the tank. But we found even more important clues than I expected. Together with the fact that this is Ryoma's own lab, there are too many points of concern to be mere coincidence. They must be important evidence. It seems like you figured something out. You seem more confident. Then on to the next place. There's no point staying here. Right.
Just more
I
and more shady.
I just cannot look at this. This is wild. This is how the man showered every day.
Look, he was comfortable. What can we say?
Where should we go? As he came out of the shower room, Kaito tripped and fell to the ground. The hell? Something's caught on my leg. It looks like a cable. Is this for the tennis net? Man, whoever left this here shouldn't put it in the corner. Wait, this tennis net. I see, so that's why this room felt odd. I should investigate this in detail. Oh shit, nope, yeah, well, how would we not notice that?
Yes, now.
The reason I thought this room felt off is because of the net. When I came here last time, the tennis net was up. But now the cable has been removed. So, like, someone took the cable off? Why would they do that?
They will use the cable for the window seal? That would make sense with the scratches.
Kaito, can you help me? I want to measure how long this cable is. No need. It's just about 50 feet long. Why do you know this?
What is wrong with y'all two?
What? Oh, I was in the tennis club till middle school, so I know how long the cable is. Sure, buddy. You were in the tennis club? That's why it pissed me off so much that Ryoma was acting like that. Did you know Ryoma from before? I never met him, but I heard a lot about him. I mean, these days, there's no one who's played tennis that hasn't heard of him. He's been a tennis legend since middle school. He was like a hero to every tennis kid. And then he went and murdered the entire mob gang. All the way up to the dawn. It was kind of wild. And then, once I finally got to meet him, he became a coward. That pissed me off so much I ended up being too hard on him. But regretting that now won't help. There's nothing I can do. So what's sus about the length of the cable? Did something about it bother you? No. Nothing specific. I was just checking. So, detectives get bothered by small details, huh? Like an overbearing mother-in-law nitpicking a young wife. What?
Wait a second, I need to know
That's very
the
specific.
information of the pool again.
What is that analogy? Alright, I've searched the whole area now. I should move on to the next one. There are still other places left to search. Are there?
Is there? I guess the tennis room?
Ooh, it wouldn't let me leave, but there was still something. Okay. We've checked.
Okay.
Let's go. We've magical girl, gym, tennis room, pool, and Ryoma's
Pool
room.
room.
Do we...
I kind of want to go back to the pool room just to go back to the sign so I can remember what was the measurements. What's happening here?
Someone doesn't have an alibi.
I don't wanna.
Someone doesn't have an alibi. Hey, Celestial. What's good? Best boy Kibo. I don't know about that. Maki, what are you doing here? Earlier, you said that you weren't going to help us investigate. Were you serious about that?
You'll be fine, even if I don't help, right? You're the detective, not me. Or do you think you can't solve this case on your own? You need mommy to help you?
That's completely different. Did you say mommy? That's pretty harsh, but my sidekick is working his ass off.
Sidekick?
Yep, Shuichi's my sidekick now.
Shouldn't it be the other way around? Didn't I just say this not too long ago? The dumb one should be the sidekick. Yeah?
The dumb one? I'm more of a scientist type of guy, so this stuff really isn't my thing.
Wouldn't being a scientist be helpful for an investigation?
More importantly, why have you been up here this whole time? Is there a reason?
Why do you care?
Because it's been bothering me. You've been here ever since this room opened up. Almost as if you're keeping watch, making sure no one else enters. Is there a baby in there?
I don't understand.
Is this an interrogation then?
No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I just want you to talk to me, Maki. This has nothing to do with the case. Please, tell me so. It's true that you don't have to help us if you don't want to,
Is that all right?
but you should at least cooperate with our investigation, because all of our lives are on the line.
Is that so?
Even if I did cooperate, I wouldn't be any help anyway. Mostly because I've been in here for the last several days. I've only gone back to my dorm at night to shower, including last night.
Hey,
Then, I can ask you this. Did you see Gonta at all last night? Gonta was searching the grounds last night, trying to capture all of us.
why?
How were you able to avoid being caught?
I see.
Gota did stop by, but I managed to chase him off somehow. All I did was tell him, if you lay a hand on me, you'll choke to death on your own tongue. That's all.
Jesus Christ. So Gonta got scared off by that. Well, I guess he would hold back against a girl. As I listened to Maki's testimony, a question grew in my mind. Why did Maki not want to leave so badly? What reason did she have for that?
Hey,
Are we done here? You're wasting your time talking to me. I don't know anything, Baka.
Okay, I'm done here. You are?
That's right.
Well, her alibi is a little shaky, but I don't think she killed Ryoma. That's what my instincts are telling me.
Hey, so
But if you remember anything, be sure to tell Shuichi, okay?
I believe
He's my sidekick, you know, he's pretty good. In the end, the only thing we were able to get out of Maki was that she was here the whole time. But no one else can verify that testimony. That might be a problem later.
How was that fake, sir?
No idea. Hey. What are you doing here, Kurumi?
do you agree?
We all agreed to investigate with at least one other person present, yes? As she spoke, she glanced toward Maki. So you're staying with Maki?
got it.
That's good thinking. Hey, once we're done with the trial, can I get a massage? Bruh. But of course, since you are
What?
here, Shuichi, may I ask you a question? She's fucking ultimate maid, man. The time of death was not provided, so I am questioning everyone in order to determine it.
What do you think?
When was the last time you saw Ryoma alive? Right before I was kidnapped by Gonta yesterday, around 6 in the evening. The last time I saw him was way before then. I didn't see him at all yesterday, actually. Then you are fine, Kaito. What's important is the last time someone witnessed him alive. The last time someone witnessed Ryoma alive?
That is correct.
Gonta was the last one to see him alive at around 8 p.m. yesterday. Ryoma managed to avoid being captured by him by using his Shukichi method. His what? Oh, Shukuchi.
Remember that he
Shukuchi.
remember that he was well trained in running, so he fucking touched the shit out of
Oh, that's right, I do remember that. So Ryoma was still running around after I got captured. Furthermore, 30 minutes earlier, Miyu saw Ryoma as she was fleeing from Gonta. In that case, Gonta's testimony is highly credible. Yes, we at least know that Ryoma was alive yesterday until around 8 p.m. And the ding dong bing bong, and the investigation's done!
Already tired of investigating? Oh, you've been tired of it for a while now?
Bruh.
Well, that's how it goes. Investigations aren't all that fun, you see. But it's a necessary step before we can move on to the main event. Kind of like searching the internet for that perfect porno video.
Brother!
Wait, what? Hold on, I didn't clock in. What?
So homie said investigating is important. It's necessary before you get to the main event. Kind of like searching the internet for that perfect porno video.
This game is wild.
I love the series more and more.
This series is so unhinged.
In fact, some people think the search is the best part. Weird, huh? Anyway, the class trial is starting soon. Please gather at the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard. See you later.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of enjoyed this episode.
I know, it's pretty great. Looks like it's time, bro. Yeah. Hey, why do you look so worried now? Don't worry, you can do it. I believe in you. Last time someone was this supportive of us, they ended up being the killer.
They was, yeah.
Believe
Are
in
we
me?
going 2 for 2 now?
Yeah. The only people that care and believe in us are the murderers. Why? Why do you trust me, Kaito? There's a chance that I'm the cult. And I believe in you because I want to. Do I need a reason other than that? What?
Listen up.
Isn't that why you believed in Kaede? Oh, that's her name. I mean, sure, I might get betrayed in the end, but
I believe in you.
if I worry about that, I won't be able to believe in the people I want to believe in.
Shuichi.
We're still young. I can't die before I've had my first drink or gone to space.
Let's do it.
If you're not going to get yourself in gear now, then when? Now's all you've got.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Kaito. I know.
Keep your chin up.
Yeah, that's the expression I wanted to see. That's my sidekick. He's right. I just have to do it. I have to believe in myself. I have to believe that I can do this. I'm going to survive. We're going to survive. Together. Maybe I don't really understand it. Maybe I don't have a reason. Whoa. I don't want to live. I want to die with everyone else. No, I want to live. I want to live a long life. I don't want to die. I can't die in a place like this. Never. Cool.
Hey,
Investigation done, and we are like, I think we're just about like almost at 2 hours in. So we are not going to start this investigation now, just because like these investigations get long as fuck. But tune in in 2 weeks for another episode of Danganronpa 3, where we find out who killed Ryoma, who made him fish food. You know.
oh my god, I haven't done this much detective work since this episode. I've never been this invested.
Not when
I really was thinking hard.
for Ryoma, man, not for Nagiho or Rantarho, for Ryoma.
My brain has transcended. Absolutely close.
Wow.
For this man.
You got anything else you want to add?
Not really, to be honest.
Alright guys, so tune in for tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming. It's not really going to be too much of a stream. I'm going to be streaming just like some background D&D stuff happening. Just because I would not like to not stream on my off weeks. So probably going to be playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! If there's not any combat going on. So, but if you want the full D&D experience of what's going on and what we're doing, you should tune in to Hitsa Kamui's channel, where me and this guy play as D&D characters in his D&D campaign. So look forward to that. I always got to plug his stream on Thursday. It's crazy. But until then, guys, I've been Xeo Tried to Reject with my buddy Ren, Renegator, Hangyakusha, whatever he's called, the tentacle demon himself. And we'll see you guys next time.